Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at 10 fighting games on PlayStation 5 you ought to be playing right now. Before we begin, we publish new videos all week long, so be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Street Fighter 6. After the rough several years we had with Street Fighter 5, there was a lot of anxiety going into the next game. Luckily, Street Fighter 6 exceeded everyone's expectations in ways nobody ever anticipated. Where do we begin? New characters like Manon added bold new playstyles, while redesigns of classic fighters like Cammy made sense on both a visual and a narrative level. Online play was better than ever before thanks to the implementation of rollback netcode, allowing for more ways to interact with other players with little to no latency. And to top it all off, we got a massive single-player campaign that lets you create your own fighter and train under the likes of Chun-Li. Needless to say, Street Fighter 6 has single-handedly revived Ryu and company. Guilty Gear Strive.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Arc System Works has been belting out solid fighters almost every single year, if not every other year. We'll get to one of their other games in a bit, but Guilty Gear Strive is perfect for those who want a game where they can feel every hit. No character feels like they play the same as another, and with each unique moveset, you can find some insane way to bite off a massive chunk of your opponent's health. On top of that, the animation and art style are absolutely incredible in detail and shading. You can always count on Guilty Gear for brutal and stylish brawls. Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl 2. While the first game was a solid offering, it was definitely lacking in some features for both online and offline components. Thankfully, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 has mended those faults. Not only do you have more customization and controls to suit your playstyle, but stages are more unique in terms of layout and aesthetic. As for single player, you can either do a simple arcade ladder or take on the Subspace Emissary-like campaign to recruit and save the Nicktoons. For $50 with some DLC on the way, you're definitely getting your money's worth here.
Time for destruction!
The King of Fighters 15. The Saudi Arabia-owned SNK Playmore kept King of Fighters dormant for quite some time. King of Fighters 14 released all the way back in 2016. But if you're worried about being rusty in this arcade fighter, many folks would say you have nothing to worry about. Critics lamented the lack of content in game modes, yet found a lot of meat in the mechanics thanks to the roster of 39 fighters. So, if you're wanting a big roster to experiment with, many will point you towards King of Fighters 15. DNF Duel. Arc System Works gets a second spotlight with DNF Duel. A spin-off of Dungeon Fighter Online, DNF Duel takes a similar approach to fighting games as its mainline brethren does with the beat-em-up genre. While it does simplify controls and doesn't demand you memorize crazy input combos, it still demands you understand each fighter's unique gimmick and how to maximize your damage output. And of course, it being an Arc System Works game, the artwork and animation are on point. It might be pricey for some, but the mechanics and storyline are absolutely worth your attention alone. Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 1 has burned a lot of people between the awful monetization, broken netcode that has players waiting an eternity to match with someone, and the slog of a live service model known as Invasions. And that is exactly why we are recommending MK11 instead. MK11 may not be everyone's cup of blood with its randomized crypt and Towers of Time. However, if you buy the Ultimate Edition while it's on sale for dirt cheap, you can get a lot of value out of it. MK11 has an incredible campaign filled with fun scenarios as our favorite fighters attempt to fight the Keeper of Time. On top of that, we got a plethora of guest characters for DLC in the form of the Joker, RoboCop, Rambo, and Spawn. And besides, it still plays extremely well with accurate controls and smooth performance, both off and online. WWE 2K Series.
I can't imagine why he would. John Cena has made... Sent to the outside. Looking for his next form of attack.
We want to put an asterisk on this one. The only WWE games you should really grab are 2K22 and those that were released after it. The ones between 2013 and 2019 are... yeesh. They ain't good, bro. What revitalized the IP in the newer titles was how they went back to basics in gameplay.
Gigi Dolan has her opponent on... oh my, the Gigi driver!
The controls are simplified enough to where you can do cool maneuvers, whereas the games prior just overcomplicated everything. On top of that, 2K22 and its successors have expanded upon various game modes. My Rise, formerly known as My Career, gives male and female wrestlers their own unique storylines. My Faction was a fun live service component that didn't come off as pay to win when acquiring new wrestler cards, and the new My GM mode is an insanely fun addition where you can run any of the WWE shows the way you see fit. What you essentially have is a celebration of professional wrestling crammed into a single package.
Roman Reigns measuring his man. The spear by Reigns.
Can that keep Cena down? Cover! 2!
Yes, Roman Reigns with the victory.
Them's Fightin Herds.
Fight!
We'll admit that this might be the most bizarre fighting game on our list, even more bizarre than Guilty Gear. And yes, the game is very heavily inspired by My Little Pony. Famed My Little Pony animator and artist Lauren Faust even helped developer Main 6 with the game. But Them's Fightin Herds gets a spot here for more than just its personality. Throughout the fight, you'll accrue magic, which can be used to execute various special attacks. These special attacks can grant armor, utilize wall bounce, or even execute unblockables. Every character uses magic in a different way, so you are encouraged to find different ways to set up and punish your rivals. While development has ended as of November 2023, the game is still immensely fun to play. Check it out if you haven't already.
Not a scratch. Y'all ready for a rodeo?
Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. Oh, well, would you look at that? Arc System works for a third time. We'll try not to march on the same beat here, promise. While the first Grand Blue Fantasy Versus was already a stellar game on PS4, Rising takes things a few steps further. For instance, all of the characters from the previous game return along with 4 new fighters and incoming DLC fighters. Gameplay-wise, the big addition here is the dash attack mechanic, letting you rush your foes and follow up on launchers and combos. But the big draw here is the online functionality. With rollback netcode in play and a couple of fun lobby minigames to give you a break from fighting, you can enjoy Rising with minimal interruption and as much intense or casual fun as you want. Lastly, Tekken 8! It may sound hard to believe, but Tekken 8 truly is the best fighting game to play on PlayStation 5. For starters, the base roster boasts a diverse cast of both new and old characters, many of which have brilliant designs in both outfits and movesets. Then you have the explosive story mode that matches the level of quality of other AAA fighting games, as well as every character getting their own fun-sized ladders with their own endings. And if that's not enough, the online component serves double duty as both a means to help you learn your favorite fighter and find new players to compete with. And the cherry on top of all this, Tekken Ball is back. Honestly, many say this is the best Tekken since Tekken 3, but we would go so far as to say Tekken 8 might be the best in the franchise. Which fighting game are you playing the most on PS5? Did it make our list? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to MojoPlays for more great videos every day.
This is our destiny. My secret art gets got.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out some of our other videos here on MojoPlays, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content every day.